If you've played Team Fortress 2 for longer than 2 hours, you've probably heard people saying that the Backscatter is arguably Scout's not best primary. While it's true that it might be bad in comparison to the scattergun and soda popper, I honestly think it's the most fun weapon in Scout's arsenal. Now yeah, some people might think I'm a hipster degenerate that just wants to stand out from others, and that might be true, but let's just say it's not, and let me explain myself. Okay, so basically what the stats of the Backscatter are saying, you have lower ammunition and accuracy in exchange for mini crits when you shoot someone behind the back. And honestly, this, at least to me, sounds like a pretty fair balance of stats. 4 shots is more than enough to kill someone with the Backscatter, so it's not that the Backscatter is a bad weapon, it just lacks consistency that the stock has. And I don't know about you, but for me that's a straight upgrade. Why? Well, now it's time to actually tell you why I think the Backscatter is such a fun, underrated, and definitely most satisfying Scout primary. And for that I have 3 primary reasons: sound and design, risk, and the mini crits. So let's get across the very first thing you notice when you come across this gun. Its looks and its toots. I don't have much to say about how it looks, honestly. I just wanted to say it looks pretty cool and not phallic. Okay, now the toots. The very thing that made me immediately gravitate towards this weapon. The sheer, satisfying, strong punching boom this gun makes when you click mouse 1 is just so great, but yet so short-lived, you immediately want to shoot it again. I swear, sometimes I would just stare at a wall for a straight minute just firing this gun because I like the sound so much. Just listen for a sec, okay? I literally cannot express how much I love the sound of the Backscatter makes. It's just so good. But do you know what's even better than just hearing it shoot? Hearing it shoot combined with a sweet, or even better, and that kinda connects with my next point: risk. So remember the reduced clip size and me saying that's a straight upgrade? Well, if you're talking in a competitive sense, then no, that's a downgrade, no argument needed. But if you're talking if we are talking in a casual / fun sense, okay, there we go, then it's an upgrade. So you probably know that pretty much most weapons in TF2 work on a hit or miss basis, which in the broadest of terms means that they work in a way in which every miss is greatly punishable and every hit greatly awarding. That rule applies to the Backscatter even more so than the other scatterguns because of the reduced clip size and accuracy. Because of that, you will be reloading much more than with regular stock, which means that there isn't as much room for error when using the Backscatter, which means missing is much more punishable, but in return, actually landing a shot is much more rewarding. Not rewarding in a sense that you deal more damage or whatever, but in an emotional sense, I guess. When you kill someone with it, it rewards you by making you know that you have done it. You have beat the odds of you dying. You've managed to work off of the degraded clip size and accuracy and actually succeeded at getting a successful kill. You've successfully outdone the other player who's most probably using a better arsenal than you. Good job. Okay, now imagine that, but managing to chain together multiple kills. You'll feel like a very hard to stop individual. But do you know what makes you a somewhat unstoppable individual? Mini crits. For many people, this is the part that throws them off the most. The inability to successfully get behind an enemy and deal those sweet mini crits to the back of an unsuspecting player, rendering the only upside of the weapon useless, or at least being able to get into a specific situation in which that is a possibility. And those people obviously do not play enough Scout, unlike me, who is undeniably perfect at playing this class in every way imaginable, and any argument you throw at me will be completely ignored and there's nothing you can do about it. Crack cup, maybe sieve, and perhaps mold. There's a ton of times when the Backscatter is very useful, and that includes when you happen to get behind enemy lines, during a fight and your opponent looks away for a second or two, when your opponent is running away, when you're on stairs, when you have a high ground, or just randomly running into a player that just happens to have his back turned against you. And by the way, a single point blank shot at the back deals more than enough damage to kill a sniper, spy, scout, or engineer, and 2 shots is enough to kill all other classes except the heavy, who takes 3. So basically, if you're creative with your positioning, you will be a force to be reckoned with. Also, one more thing I forgot to add. You're the scout. You're literally the fastest, most hard to hit class in the game. You are made to flank and get behind people's backs. It's like, what? How the fuck are you not getting behind people's back? That just mean that you're doing that. Hear me out and give this weapon a chance. It's been left in the dark and it really wasn't given an opportunity by the community to be tried out and be used for what it really is. A fun, casual weapon for somewhat more experienced scout players. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, so I'm fucking sort off.